What if one bad call doomed an entire army? What if arrogance, miscommunication, or pure ignorance turned a sure victory into utter disaster? Welcome to Fascinating War History, and today, I'm diving into history's most catastrophic military failures and the lessons they left behind. Stick around to the end, because the last one nearly caused a global nuclear nightmare. Let's kick things off with a frosty disaster. In 1812, Napoleon led 600,000 troops into Russia, convinced of an easy victory. But he didn't count on one thing: winter. As the Russians retreated, they burned everything behind them: farms, homes, supply lines. Napoleon's army starved, froze, and died. By the time he retreated from Moscow, only 100,000 men remained, with the other 500,000 dead or missing. Lesson: never underestimate logistics, and never invade Russia in winter. Next up, the Charge of the Light Brigade, 1854. During the Crimean War, British cavalry were ordered to attack Russian artillery, but because of a miscommunication, they charged directly into a valley lined with enemy cannons. It was suicide on horseback. Over 600 men rode in. Nearly half were killed or wounded. Lesson: clear communication in combat isn't optional, it's survival. Fast forward to 1915, the Gallipoli campaign. Winston Churchill believed he could knock the Ottoman Empire out of World War I with a swift amphibious strike. What happened instead? Poor planning, terrible maps, and underestimating the Turkish defense led to a bloody stalemate. The Allied forces lost over 250,000 men, for almost no gain at all. Lesson: know the terrain, respect your enemy, and never bet lives on wishful thinking. Now let's talk about Operation Barbarossa, 1941. Hitler's decision to invade the Soviet Union mirrored Napoleon's fatal move. Germany's tanks pushed deep, but by winter they were stuck. Troops froze, engines died, supply lines snapped, and the Soviets fought back with relentless fury. It marked the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany and showed the world that Hitler was not unstoppable. Lesson: excessive pride kills. Even the most powerful war machine can be broken by weather, distance, and underestimating the defender. Finally, the Bay of Pigs invasion, 1961. The US backed a Cuban exile force to overthrow Fidel Castro. It was supposed to be swift and secret, but word leaked. Cuban forces were waiting. The invaders were captured, killed, or scattered. The operation failed within 3 days. Even worse, it pushed Castro closer to the Soviets, setting the stage for the Cuban Missile Crisis. Lesson: covert ops need airtight planning, or they'll explode into global disaster. What do all these military disasters have in common? Overconfidence, poor planning and wishful thinking, and ignoring your intel. Even some of the best war strategists have fallen victim to one of these and paid the price. Want more war history like this? Subscribe and hit the bell, because history doesn't just repeat itself, it punishes those who don't learn from it. Which military failure shocked you the most? Thank you for watching.